Hi everybody, this is Dana, and I promised you we've been working on leadership and how you can learn to be a better leader. And I promised you that we were going to talk about working on yourself. And so there are so many topics that I could share with you, but I just want to talk about 3 today. And I want to tell you what the situation is, and then I also want to talk to you about things that you can do positively so that you can get better at your leadership. So the 3 areas that are just little bites today that I want to talk about. The first one is your self-talk. How you talk to yourself is incredibly important. The second one is I want to talk to you about your attitude of gratitude. And the third one is about feedback. And we're going to do a whole upcoming series on feedback in Team Connections Pro that you'll be able to attend. And if you're in Pro, you get it for free. And if not, you can purchase it for a ridiculous price. But we're going to be talking a lot about feedback. But today I want to talk about the kind of feedback that you want to get from yourself and the feedback that you want to get from others. So let's talk about the first one, working on self and self-talk. You know, it's so interesting because I didn't realize that this was an issue of mine until I was in a class one time, and I never forget. And Jean Ann, if you're out there, I love you. Jean Ann was talking about how self-talk is incredibly important. And she shared a story about, she was this little tiny thing and she looked like Snow White. She was just gorgeous. And she was talking about how she thought she was too heavy or she thought her belly stuck out. And all of a sudden her little 4-year-old started looking in the mirror, and this little perfect 4-year-old started saying, "Oh, my belly's still here, I'm too fat here." And she realized that self-talk isn't just damaging to yourself, but it's damaging to all those that you come in contact with. Hold yourself in higher regard. So instead of putting yourself down, if you really feel a need to change, then say, "I need to change." But don't be talking bad about yourself. You know, some of you would never, ever go and talk to another person the way you talk to yourself. Some of you would never say, "Oh, you are so stupid. You never can recruit." You would never say that to somebody else. You wouldn't say it, well, I hope not anyway. But you would never say, "Oh, you are ugly," or "You are fat," or you can't recruit," or "You can't sell," or you wouldn't talk to people that way, and yet we do that to ourselves. So here's the practical turnaround on that. Make sure that you have a positive message to feed your head, to say it out loud so you can hear it with your very own ears every day. I am good and getting better. I am great at recruiting. I'm going to find the right people. I'm going to treat other people well. Those are great moments of self-talk. Next one is right along with it, and that is the attitude of gratitude. Too many times we are so worried about what we don't have. We are so holding on to the outcome, so reaching for something else that we forget to be grateful for what we have. So I would encourage you, if you haven't already, make some sort of gratitude journal. It might be a mental one, it might be one in your phone that you just give yourself a message, it might be an actual journal. But whenever I start feeling sorry for myself, if I go and get my gratitude journal and start writing those things down, big difference. All of a sudden I realize how rich and how full my life is. Finally, the third thing that you can do to work on yourself is to get feedback from others. Get feedback from others. And how do you ask for that? You say, I'm really working on this, and I'd like for you to watch me, and I'd like for you to tell me when you notice it. Or I know this about myself. I start talking about myself and I start being negative. So if you catch me talking negative about myself, would you correct me? And give people in your life permission to help you correct that so you can make those adjustments so that you can hit the goal. Feedback is important not only to your goals, but feedback is important so that you grow as a leader. All 3 of those things, your attitude of gratitude, your self-talk, and feedback from others are going to help you to work on you.